Mi nombre es Frida Kahlo. That means my name is Frida Kahlo in Spanish. I was born in 1907 in a blue house. And when I was a child, I got polio and was really sick and stuck in bed for 9 months. When I was stuck in bed, I learned how to draw so that I wouldn't get really bored. And then when I was older, about 18, I was in a terrible car accident and I was stuck in bed again. This time I spent all my time painting and I learned how to be a painter. I started doing self-portraits because I was stuck alone so much that the only thing I had to paint was me. I painted different portraits of myself, and I painted pictures where I looked sad in my pictures. And when I looked sad in my pictures, it kind of got the feelings out of my own heart and got it onto my painting so that I didn't feel so sad in real life. So in my pictures, I used a lot of my imagination. So I painted my imagination right on top of realistic looking things. So I'd have a realistic looking face, but then all kinds of stuff around me that weren't really there in reality, but they were there in my mind. To share with you guys a few facts about Mexico because that is where I am from. I'm a Mexican artist. And so the capital of Mexico is Mexico City with 9.3 million inhabitants. It's the country's biggest city. The real name of Mexico is United Mexican States, or Estados Unidos Mexicanos. And the language of Mexico is Spanish. So in our history, Mexico was conquered and colonized by the Spanish in the 16th century. Our flag colors are green, white, and red. Mexico is located on the North American continent. It shares a border with the USA in the north and Belize and Guatemala in the south. So Mexico has all kinds of really cool climates. Well, some of them are hot. It ranges from tropical to desert. So Mexico has mountains in the east and the north, and rainforests in the south and the east, and deserts in the west. It has a famous landmark called Chichen Itza, which was built by the Mayan people, and it's a World Heritage Site visited by more than 1 million people every year. Another cool thing about Mexico is its music. Mariachi is the most popular music. It's folk music. It's played with string instruments and a few trumpets as well. So these groups play at birthday parties, weddings, and other family celebrations. In Mexico, there's also a lot of really cool animals like jaguars and iguanas and pumas and big birds like parrots and also monkeys. And Mexican food is amazing as well. It's also very popular here in America. Tortillas and nachos and tamales. And chocolate came from Mexico, which is pretty exciting. Hot chocolate originated in Mexico and was considered a sacred drink by the Aztecs. Mexican art dates back to the early people of the Incas, Mayas, and Aztecs. The pottery of ancient Aztecs were made from orange and red clay. In Mexico, folk art is called artesanía. Bold colors and lots of decorative details are common in Mexican folk art. Folk art is a name given to art made by artists who aren't formally trained. Also, ceremonial objects are popular in Mexico. Celebrated to honor the dead and celebrate saints, altars are decorated with objects such as flowers and sugar skulls. Another popular Mexican tradition is their holiday called the Day of the Dead, or El Dia de los Muertos in Spanish. It runs from November 1st to 2nd and is a joyful celebration to honor the lives of the dead. It's not scary like Halloween. Families clean and decorate the graves of deceased family members and put offerings such as wreaths of marigolds, toys, food, and they eat sugar skulls as a symbol of the holiday. They're eaten by friends and relatives and often have the name of a deceased relative across the forehead. Pan de Muertos is also another tradition of the holiday. It's a sweet bread that's molded into shapes like skulls or rabbits. So the Day of the Dead is a really neat holiday in Mexico where you can just honor your family that's passed away.